Are you thinking about buying a house this year, but not quite sure how to get started? Or maybe you're feeling a little bit overwhelmed or even a little intimidated about the process? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's okay. You're not alone. And that's why I started this 4-step video series about kicking off your home buying journey on the right foot. And today we're discussing step 2, the pre-approval process. Now, if you missed step 1, which is meeting with your realtor first, you can go back, scroll through my videos. You can find it there. I encourage you to watch it. There's a lot of great information in that video as well. But today is step 2, the pre-approval process. But first, I'm Steve Jamrock with Realty Executives Premier, and for over 22 years, I've helped home buyers and sellers throughout all of Northwest Indiana achieve their real estate goals. Now, if this is your first time here, thank you for checking out this video. I would be honored if you took a second, hit that subscribe button. If you like this video and the content I'm putting out here, please give me a thumbs up and share this with anybody else you know who might be in the market to purchase a property. And lastly, if you have any questions at all, please leave it in the comment box below. I'll be sure to get back to you ASAP. Now, step 2, the pre-approval process. And a lot of buyers find this as the most intimidating step because we're digging into your financial situation, and you're going to be discussing that with, most of the times, a stranger. So that can be intimidating at times, but I'm here to tell you that it's okay. And most likely, you're going to find out you're not as bad as you think you might be. And for those of you with a great financial situation, it should be a breeze. Now, the important aspect of getting pre-approved for a mortgage before you start your home buying search is, number one, it's going to firm up that price range for us to make sure that we are looking for homes in an area that you can afford. Number two, it's going to tell us what type of loan product you may be using and what fits best for you, whether that's conventional, whether that's an FHA product, the VA, USDA. A lot of times those type of loans may dictate the type of properties we're looking at. So we want to make sure that whatever loan product you're using fits in with the type of properties that you're looking at. It's also going to allow you to budget better. Once you sit down and get that pre-approval, you'll have a rough estimated monthly payment that you can go ahead and focus off of and find out where exactly you feel comfortable staying. So again, it goes back to the price point and your budgeting, 2 very important steps here in the process. And number 4, it's going to show home sellers that you're a serious buyer when you have that pre-approval already in place. Now, a couple tips about who should you get pre-approved with. And the most important thing to remember here is that you can get pre-approved and use any lender that you feel comfortable with. A lot of times, especially with new construction, you go in there and home builders may go ahead and kind of nudge you and encourage you to use their preferred lender, or some realtors may have a preferred lender that they would like you to use. Now, if you meet with me, I'm going to give you a list of 3 to 5 lenders that I've worked with in the past. And again, you can choose to call them and just talk about your situation with them and use them if you feel comfortable with them, or you go on and use anybody else you like. A lot of times we give you those lists as realtors because we've worked with those lenders in the past. We know they do a good job, and we try to line you up with a lender that is going to be a good fit for your current situation and your goals as well. But again, you can use anybody out there that you like. You don't have to use any preferred lender in the situation here. But one thing I will say about that is I really encourage you to use a local lender and not an online lender. And the reasons being is, number one, a lot of times people go to the online lenders because 1, ease, 2, they don't have to talk to somebody. They can just submit their information online. And 3, they usually entice you with a fairly lower rate than a lot of the local lenders are advertising. But one thing they don't tell you is the fees that they're going to charge you in order to give you that lower rate. So really pay attention to that. The other thing, if you've bought 5, 6, 7 houses, you're a pro at this. If you want to go online, that's fine. But as a first-time buyer especially, or if you're, this is your second, third house, I really encourage you to have somebody that you can sit down face-to-face with. It's just makes the process that much nicer and smoother, knowing that you can call somebody and meet with them and discuss things in person if need be. Also, a lot of homeowners, home sellers, I should say, when they see that pre-approval process, they'll tend to lean to offers that have a local lender, names that they're familiar with, names that they've seen in their community. Maybe they know the person personally, as opposed to an online lender. You know, when you get a pre-approval from loanmemoney.com or hey, let's get a house.com, whatever that may be, you know, as a home seller, you look at that and you kind of think of it as maybe it's a little sketchy, as opposed to getting a a good local lender. Sorry, stumbling there a little bit, but getting a good local lender is very important in the process. So those are the keys to getting your pre-approval in place. You know, again, it's important to make sure that we can budget correctly for you, look in the right price ranges, so home sellers that you are serious. And again, lastly, if for whatever reason you go in there and we can't get you pre-approved, just remember it's not the end of the world, because what we're going to do if something flags up here and stops you from getting approved for a mortgage at this time, we're going to give you steps to help you correct that situation and let you know what you need to do and how long it may take to get you back on the right track. So just because you don't get pre-approved the first time, not the end of the world. You'll have a plan in place there as well to get you back on track, to get you pre-approved, and then back to the home buying process. So again, that's step 2, the pre-approval process. Again, if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below. Reach out to me directly. I'm always available to help you out there. Check back next week for the step 3. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.